Kentucky had a great team. And they play really well together. Tremendous in transition, and they got keep getting better. They play well together. I felt like we fouled them too much. When they got bonus in the second half in 5 minutes, it was going to be very difficult to come back and win that game, no matter how close we got it in the second half. And we just, fouls are errors. We fouled them 31 times. They fouled us 18 times. Those are errors. Now they force you to do some of that because they're so big, and they get, they attack very well. You can't miss 10 free throws and expect to make a run and put a scare into them. We challenged them in some ways, but really never threatened them.
Bruce, most teams have tried to take away the inside as best they can and take their chances on shooting threes. They obviously shot well. How much was that your idea going in?
Yep, it's, if you can't extend too much, and you got to make some jump shots. And they made 8 threes in the first half, and I didn't think they'd make 8 more. They only made 3, so if we could have had them down to 3 in the first half, 3 in the second half, we got a fighting chance. So yes, you got to build a wall, and you got to show a lot of help on man. And the other thing too is how we guard the ball screen. Sometimes people and we did some go under, because if you go over the top, he rolls down, he's free to just throw it up the rim, and we did a pretty good job of taking that away. But so then Fox. But that's the beauty of their team. They take what the defense gives you, and that's what Kentucky did.
Bruce, over here. You and John go back a little ways. It seemed like that your handshake at the end of the ball game was very, very cordial. How would you characterize your relationship with him now? What are some of the things that you admire about his coaching style?
Well, I've said for a long, long time that one of the greatest jobs in history of college basketball was John Calipari did at UMass. I've said it for a long time. I grew up in Boston. I went to Boston College. I was there. I left when I was 22 years old. I know what UMass basketball was. I know what he made it, and I know what it's been since he left. And he doesn't get nearly enough credit for that. And then when he went to Memphis, he was at a place, it's hard to believe this is hard to imagine, but I was at the big school. I was at Tennessee, big orange country. And Memphis was a smaller school in a corner. And they hated Tennessee. And so that was sort of the beginning of then John and I having a bit of a rivalry. And so I'd like to think the things that he doesn't like about me are some of the things that I don't like about him. But I have great respect for him, and I always have. I always have. And so when you have respect for a coach like that, and I do, I want to challenge John. I want him to have to prepare to play Auburn. I want him to be pissed off that we beat him last year. They weren't a great team, and we made some shots, made some plays. It was a tough place to play, and it matters if you can beat John Calipari in Kentucky. It matters. And you do want to earn the respect of a peer because you respect him. So.
Coach, your kids, I'm sorry.
You gotta take that one right there.
Your kids got some good looks and got to the rim today. Did you think you'd be able to have that kind of success offensively? You've been good all year offensively, but in here.
The only way we could score was to bring their bigs out away from the basket, set ball screens, and drive it downhill. Now, it wasn't very pretty. It doesn't require a lot of passing. It's just T.J. Dunans or Jared Harper or guys who stop here driving downhill and scoring space. And whether it was years ago when I coached against Ohio State and Greg Oden, or when I've coached against Kentucky's bigs, we've always done. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the farther I get bam away from the basket, the better fighting chance we have. But he beat down a lot of balls, and they're going to see that all year long. They're going to see that all year long because they're so good defensively. So yeah, we thought we could turn the corner. What was going to happen when we finished? We made some tough twos. They blocked some shots. I would have liked to have seen us drive to audition a little bit more. We made 9 threes, and we probably needed to make about 13 or 14. And I didn't think our guys, once they got downhill, kicked it out enough to complement getting to the rim. But I thought we could get to the rim.
Bruce, along those lines, TJ said that he went downhill a lot. He thought he had a mismatch with their 4 men. That's also been a thing that we've heard a lot about. How much were you guys looking to go at that position?
Well, we were going to go at it wasn't so much going at their 4-man. It's just that Dunans is a tough cover. We got him in some foul trouble. As soon as Fox picked up his 4th foul, we got it to Mustafa and ISO and just drive downhill, make him put his hands on you. But I don't know that it was the 4 spot. We weren't trying to attack the 4. We were just trying to get their bigs out away from the basket and attack going downhill.
Coach, you have Mustafa Herod, 5-star recruit from Connecticut. You get Austin Wiley, another 5-star recruit to stay in state at a non-traditional basketball power. What are you telling these guys to make them stay? The future looks awfully bright.
Thank you. Just to stay together and understand that we're trying to represent. I got a text from Charles Barkley earlier, and he just wanted to see the kids compete. I'll talk to him later, and I'm sure he's going to say, we competed, and we challenged. We didn't threaten Kentucky, but we certainly challenged them, and that's what you want. One of the biggest things about coming to Auburn for me was I didn't want Auburn to be one of the schools that was sort of an anchor on the league. And Auburn basketball at times has been one of the teams that brought the league down. And the 5 years before I was there, I think the RPI was about 250. And so, we want this game to matter. So we got a good young team, and we're going to keep getting better. And it's going to be a grind. I mean, every night, we're 1-4 in the SEC. We're not a bad team. We got OSU on Wednesday, and we got Alabama on Saturday. We got to grind and see if we can keep getting better. But if we're picked 12th, we're picked 12th by ESPN in the league. That's not a bad 12th place team in the SEC. I know they kick the SEC like crazy. It's not a bad 12th place team. And we've beaten Texas Tech. Texas Tech's the 2nd best win in the league behind North Carolina. Kentucky beat North Carolina, maybe. We beat Oklahoma. We beat UConn. We're coming. We're getting closer.
We'll take one last question.
Bruce, along those lines, how do you think your freshmen held up in this environment and this stage?
I thought they did good, but keep in mind, Austin's played against Bam and vice versa. I thought Austin did a really good job walling them off. We don't get the ball into Austin enough, and we will. I thought defensively he was able to guard Bam down there 1-on-1. I thought they all did fine. But obviously TJ Dunans stepped up, and I'm really happy for TJ. On a big stage, a lot of NBA scouts, they saw his ability to create and finish, and they're going to look. I think they got a chance. They should look at TJ Dunans and see what a tough breakdown, what a tough matchup he is. So, but you have to do that in Rupp against Kentucky to get some notice.
TJ, Kentucky is, most teams have tried to give them the outside shot and then, take their chances from there. How much were you guys trying to do that, and how much did their outside shooting foil that?
No, that was the game plan. We knew that was better than 2 and 3, so we was trying to make them shoot, and it was his shots.
What was working for you, TJ? I mean, you had a good game. What enabled you to do that?
I was just trying to come out and be aggressive. I had a mismatch the whole game, so they put a 4-man on me, so I was just trying to go down here.
TJ, over here on your right. You guys were able to get a lot of good looks today. Did you anticipate that? Did you think you could do that? What was the game plan in that department?
On the game plan, we had the same game plan coming in, just be aggressive on offense, just take a good shot or kick the ball off.
You single-handedly made it
single-handedly took it from a 16 to a 6-point game. About 12 minutes left with Austin Wiley on the bench. Did Coach Pro indicate to you just do your thing? Let's get it going.
Yeah, he just told me to go out and play and just keep attacking. Either take a shot or find one of my teammates. So they was let me go downhill. So I was just trying to attack.